Co-parenting after a separation can often feel like navigating a complex maze, especially when one parent struggles to respect agreed-upon limits. This situation can be emotionally draining and confusing for everyone involved. The most effective way to address boundary violations with your co-parent is through clear, consistent communication and by establishing firm, predictable consequences for when those boundaries are crossed. This approach helps create a stable and respectful environment for your children. The core reason this strategy works is that boundaries provide essential structure and emotional safety. When one parent repeatedly oversteps, it introduces instability and can undermine the other parent's authority, directly impacting the children's sense of security and their ability to thrive. Defining and upholding these limits ensures that both parents understand what is expected and what is unacceptable. To put this into practice, start by clearly defining your boundaries in writing, focusing on specific behaviors rather than character judgments. For example, instead of saying, "Stop being difficult," say, "Please limit our communication to topics directly related to the children's schedule and well-being." Then, calmly communicate these boundaries to your co-parent, ideally through a neutral channel like email or a co-parenting app, to create a written record. When a boundary is violated, address it promptly and directly, referring back to your established agreement. Be prepared to implement a predetermined consequence, such as ending a phone call or deferring communication to your co-parenting app without engaging in lengthy arguments. An insider tip is to use the gray rock method if interactions become consistently high conflict, where you become as uninteresting and unresponsive as a gray rock to attempts at emotional manipulation or boundary pushing. This involves giving brief, factual responses without emotion or excessive detail. Another important technique is parallel parenting, where parents have minimal direct contact and manage their co-parenting responsibilities mostly independently. This is often facilitated by a third party or specific applications, and it reduces friction when direct communication is simply too challenging. By setting clear boundaries, communicating them consistently, and calmly enforcing consequences, you are not only protecting your own well-being, but more importantly, you are modeling healthy adult relationships for your children. This creates a more predictable, peaceful co-parenting dynamic, allowing your children to flourish without being caught in the middle of parental conflict.